Good evening, hello and welcome. Today is 14 July 2026. Of course, we had a huge move today in gold because of the CPI. And now I planned a short trade here. Let me get into the trade and then I'll explain the rationale and everything. So, yeah. Yeah, so I just did a sale here at 4072. SL is a bit bigger today because today it's a very volatile market. I sold here at 4074. And yeah, TP is here. TP is honestly, TP could be much bigger, but of course for today I will have my layered TP. Okay, let's mark the areas where the levels. If you follow me, you know that I am very particular about my stop loss, my SL and everything. Okay, so I took this short trade at 4074, and it's even if you are still joining right now at 4067, you can still go ahead and you can enter the market. There is a strong selling momentum coming up right now. Definitely the trade is going to take the TP of 4038 very soon. So talking about the market today, of course, since morning the market was kind of sideways, because the market was getting ready for the CPI, and as you can see that there was a higher lows. This is from the early morning today, and here at 4:30 right here the market took a big turn, and around this candle, after the CPI, the market moved to, I think, 409697. In this area there was a $70 move, and the best thing is that actually I had shared this trade with my Telegram community. So how do I normally share it? Like, because today is CPI, so right before the CPI news I shared on my community saying that, guys, I'm going buy. Of course it's for educational purpose, so it's up to people if they want to take trade or not. But from my side, I just announce my trade. Whenever I take, I share the levels and everything. But today I did not share the levels. I just said that I'm going long. There was not much time on hand, so once I went long, I'll show you in a minute. Around $70 move we captured. I have a very community of a very small group of people whom I know personally, or people who are connected with me. So you can see that at 4:29 p.m. today I just mentioned that buying now, and then voila, we moved a $70. So if you look, this is 1 minute candle. Okay, so the move came, I entered here at 4029 and I closed the trade at 4097 in 5 minutes, I believe 4 or 5 minutes. It was an amazing move. So this kind of trades I share in my Telegram channel. If I could show you my trade of yesterday, so only one trade I shared around 5:15 p.m. This was my trade. This one, of course, I could make a plan in advance, and I shared with my channel that I'm selling at 4060. SL was 4081, around $21, and then TP was 4004, which was around 600 or 6 pips or $60, right? And if you could see, in next 1 hour or so, the TP of 4004 was achieved. So it was a 600 pips or $60 move. Only one trade I shared yesterday. Trade took the TP, and today, of course, I could not share the level. It was too quick, and the moment I said that, yeah, let's go buy, within next, so you can see that at 4:29 I said buy, and if we see here right now, 4:29 when I said buy time from my office, so therefore I could not come online or something. But now that I'm online, I could now I'm sharing my trade. This is the second trade. Again, yesterday I did two trades. One I put in my channel, second one I did put on my channel, but I did myself, and that trade took SL of $10, which is 100 pips. So I generated around 600 pips with that TP, and then 100 pips I gave back to market. So around 500 pips was my net for yesterday. Today I'm already sitting with $70 profit, and now in this trade I'm putting around $20 or 200 pips at risk. So even if the SL hits, I would still be able to take home 500 pips. So that's how my trading works. Once again, yeah. So if I break this down to 5 minutes, what do I see? Of course, okay, before that, so let's talk about the market for a while. What is going on here? So on 1 hour chart, if we see today in 1 hour chart, it was a typical W, as we know that in candlestick pattern there are a lot of patterns, right? So this is like a typical W pattern. So if you see here, it's a very clear indication. Yesterday Monday, we saw the fall of market came somewhere here to this level and all. This is the trade which I captured, 600 pips and all. Then market tried to recover this morning, then a little bit of correction, and then of course this strong green candle which happened between 4 to 5 p.m. Dubai time due to the CPI, right? So when you look at it's pretty simple. Also, if you see this trend line, it's not a trend line per se, but if you see, the lows are higher than the previous lows, right? So we call them higher lows. So these are all signs for a bullish momentum. Now why I'm selling, okay, to tell you why I'm selling right now is that because if I still look at 1 hour chart, we see this green big candle, right, which happened due to this CPI. After that, the next was complete doji candle, no momentum, and then in the next candle we could see the market try to recover a little bit, and with this current candle we could see that it's a big red candle forming right now on 1 hour chart, right? So this candle is actually engulfing the previous 2 hours of candle, so it's a big bearish candle, I would say. And in such a scenario, whenever you could see that one big bearish candle is actually engulfing the previous 2 candles of the same time frame, it's a very good sign of whatever candle it is. So now it's a bearish candle, therefore I'm expecting the market to come to this area. Now if we talk about it, if you see this candle, there are a lot of fair value gaps left in between. So if I see here, let's say in this area, at least market has to come back to this area, half of this candle. But then again, if we see here, if we look at the liquidity wise, so the level that I'm marking here is actually concurrent. It's actually if you see, it's connected with the liquidity of yesterday here as well, right? But the way I see it, the liquidity is even going further down there. So market should come to this region, therefore I'm keeping my TP here at 4038. More than any indicator or something, I just read the chart. I just try to analyze the price action. So as per the price action, I could see that this high, this low and this high, so this is a liquidity zone I could see. Of course, this if we ignore this candle, we can't ignore it, it's a big bullish candle, but again, this is a liquidity zone and the market must come to this area, which is of 4030, and therefore I'm keeping my TP just above this candle at 4038. Okay, and if this level is broken, 4035, this area is broken, then definitely market is coming to this region of 4006 market will be coming to this area. So I'm in a trade, and yeah, I'm going to go I'm going to wait for a while today. I'm sure that market will take some time because it's already 8 p.m. The momentum is already gone, but again, you are never late in in this present gold trading. You are never late. because market always surprise you. You know, the moves that we see nowadays are really crazy, really crazy. Well, uh, so far I entered at 4074 here, at the beginning of this 15 minutes candle, the previous 15 minutes candle, somewhere here. Okay, and now we are already here at 4064. When I started my stream also, market was at 4068, right? I was saying that if you are joining right now, you can still enter. And so what I'm expecting to see here is this, you know, so what happened here is this, right? So I'm expecting to see something, probably something like this, you know. And now when this touch happens here to 4035, which may take some time, or it might happen in next half an hour, 45 minutes, whenever it happens. So if this touch, if this is broken, right, then of course I will look this way. But if this is not broken, if this liquidity zone is not broken, then definitely market will bounce back. That's why I'm you know, booking my profit here. I'll book 50% of my profit at 4038, and I'll shift my SL to 4074 to ensure that I'm taking half profit. And after that, even if the market goes back up, then I'll not lose much, and it will be amazing if the market keeps going down this way. So that's the trajectory that I'm forecasting for today on 15 minutes chart. Let's see how it goes. Amazing. This trade mature. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin, BTC. So some similar story with BTC. Of course, I never look at BTC in some short time frame. I look at BTC in a bigger time frame, most probably daily chart. Okay, so if you saw my stream yesterday, I was explaining the trade of Bitcoin. This is my support zone, 61,100 or 200 in this area, and I'm waiting for the market to give me a direction either way, right? It might take some time. So if this this support is broken and market comes down into this area, I'll definitely sell. These are my levels. And if it goes up somewhere here, then definitely I'll do buying. Yeah, so this is the immediate support area, and I will buy if this trend line, this falling trend line. So if you can see here, there is a falling trend line. So if this falling trend line is broken and market, let's say, goes up somewhere here and sustains here for a while, then I'll go for a long trade. Otherwise, I'm not taking any trade in Bitcoin right now, but of course I do check Bitcoin every day. Once in a while I do check, not once in a while, I do check regularly. So I could see still, if you can see, you know, this support area is marked from here. From February I'm following this support area, and also in June month I shared this with my community, and we booked some profit here on the buy side. But again, I'm not going for a long trade. As we can see that, you know, market is spending a very good time here. Almost 2 months market is here, 1.5 month market is here in this area. So let's see some clear you know, indication, either market is going upward or downward, and then accordingly we can take some trade in Bitcoin. So I don't use Bitcoin for intraday trading. Definitely I don't think Bitcoin is a very good option. The movement in Bitcoin is a bit unpredictable, or let's say it's beyond my capacity of forecasting. I can't forecast, honestly. I can only do it on a bigger time frame, so I'll keep it aside. The important thing that we need to see today is dollar. So because we are trading Xauusd, so we should have always a keep eye. We always should have keep an eye on dollars, the value of dollars, right? So on a daily chart, dollar is going down today, and therefore gold value is going up. Xauusd is going up right now. If I see on 1 hour chart, okay, so this is that CPI time when the dollars actually kind of came down, and therefore we saw a huge rally in gold. And now that dollar is recovering, we see a drop in the price of gold. By the way, the trade is already 100 pips in profit. So for normal traders, on I mean for people who scalp and all, it's already more than 100 pips, 4074, and right now market is at 4061. So 130 pips profit already. Many people would be more than happy to take this. Even I should be happy as well, but again, my SL is bigger, my TP is comparatively much bigger than that, so therefore I will hold. I try to capture at least 30-40 dollars in one go. Even in this trade also, if you see from 4074 to 4038, around 400 pips or $40 is my TP. So I'll wait for more. Let's see, let it mature. Yeah, so let's see what's happening with the USD. So let's just wish that USD come to this area. If USD come to this area of 101.002, so around another 90 cents drop, then definitely we will see our trade hitting the TP in gold. Now, so Fed chair is speaking. Let it conclude, because then we need to follow the this is very important from trading point of view. So we will check, we'll go back there, let him conclude. But for now, yeah, amazing. Come on, 150 pips already. Let me see my trade. Fantastic. Great. Okay, come on, trade looks fine, and yeah, we are pretty much in the right direction. Let me put back the 15 minutes chart, and yes, so my entry was at 4074, and right now market is at 4060, so 150 pips or $15 profit already. Amazing. Now quickly let's have a look at the war situation of Middle East, because that's playing a key role in our gold trading. So if there is a possibility of war, resuming the war or escalating the situation, then we see a drop in prices of gold, because the demand of oil increases. So many dependencies I don't even know, and no one knows, honestly speaking. But what we observe during, especially during this period of turbulence since Feb 28, since this Middle East war broke out, what we have seen is that if the war or the tension increase, then the price of gold decrease. It's inversely related. Historically, what used to happen, that whenever we saw any conflict, let's say the Russia-Ukraine conflict and all those, what happened during those period of time, that whenever there was a conflict, international conflict, we observed that the prices of gold was increasing, because people used to pull money out of their traditional investment instrument, like stocks and bonds and stuff, and they used to put money in gold as a safe haven. So therefore it was always like more tension internationally, prices of gold is to go up as well. But however, this time around with this Iran conflict, what we are observing is that whenever whenever the war is escalating, or the situation is deteriorating, so higher escalation, lower price of gold. There are a lot of theories going around in the market. Some are saying that because the prices of oil is going up, so governments around the world, they're selling their gold to secure enough dollars to buy oil at a more expensive price. That's one of the theory. And also the dollar's value is also increasing whenever the war is going. The possibility of a war is increasing, then the price of or the value of dollar is also increasing, because then to buy more oil at more premium price, people need more, or governments around the world need more dollars, and that's why the price of gold is dropping. So there are a couple of theories that I'm aware of. There could be more theories, I don't know, but that's what I know, and that's what I'm following, and that's how it is working as well. So yesterday when this drop came, right, if you see, when gold corrected around the $60 drop or 600 pips profit that I was talking yesterday that I booked, it was because merely because there was a possible tension in the region, because Donald Trump tweeted something, and that was actually creating some uncertainty in the market, and therefore the price of gold dropped, and price of the value of dollar increased. And yeah, that's why I keep an eye always on this news. And so what does it say? Today 8:09 p.m. Hormuz closure could have rights impact. Okay. Lebanon details man close to Hezbollah. Okay. Blast Iran's Gulf Island of Kashmir. Kuwait. Predators explode near water plant in Iran. So this one, see, this is the 20% which Trump announced yesterday, that he would be implementing some 20% fees or something, toll on the ships passing through Strait of Hormuz, and he will be the custodian, something like that. I'm not giving any political opinion. I'm just saying what was happening. And when that news came out, gold price went down and the dollar value went up. But today, as per the news, I could see that Mr. Trump is saying that now he would replace this 20% levy or charges, whatever it is, with some investment deal with the Gulf states. So it means this is 7:23 news, right? Okay. So it means the easing tension. Okay, crew member missing. Remember, sir. Okay. Okay. So what we see here is that the situation is pretty volatile here. No improvement in whatsoever situation. No improvement. It is some sort of shaky and confusing as always. Therefore, the selling pressure on gold must continue. And also, given that's a fundamental what do you call it, fundamental analysis, right? And technically speaking, based on the charts and all, we could see that gold must come to this level which we marked earlier, this green one. So we're expecting a visit of gold until this area, right? And therefore we are in a short trade. Our entry was at 4075. Right now we're sitting at 4063, which is around 120 pips, so $12 in profit already. But I'll wait for my TP of 4038. Yeah. Sorry. Need to just do some research here in the meantime. So this 15-minute candle which just closed right now, it's a very promising candle. Why would I say that? Because if you see, the candle body is not that big, from 66 until 63, around $3, but the wick is much bigger. Wick is around $5. So whenever you see such wicks left below, and then you expect the market momentum to continue in that direction. So you could see that market is still coming down, and I'm happy with that. Of course, anyone will be happy with that. Let's see. Today we'll make decisions as the candles progress, as the market progress. We'll make decisions if you want to continue or yeah, if you want to change something. So I mean, if you want to change at TPSL or anything, we'll keep the decision dynamic today because today is a very volatile day. But so far the trade is in a good position. We are in a profit of $10 or 100 pips. So I'll continue holding the trade for now. And by the way, in case you are joining here for the first time, I do have you're joining me for the first time, you want to trade, and or you are new to trading, you are looking for a trusted broker, I would recommend you to use Xness. You can see that yeah, I have been working with Xness for a while now, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with their services. Okay, I'll be posting the link of Xness in the chat, in the comment section of this video. So in case you want to sign up for Xness, you can use the link here, and I'll also post the link of my YouTube channel. So in case, sorry, of Telegram channel, in case you want to join my channel, you can join me. So far this Telegram channel is for free, and of course I share premium trades. As you can see, every day I give almost one or two trades, high profitable trades, as I was showing in the beginning of this stream, that yesterday I had given a trade for 600 pips, today for 700 pips. So you can go back and check the history. These are really profitable trades, and I share in the channel for now for free. So if you are interested, you can join my channel. And for broker, definitely I would recommend you to use Xness. Link is in the comment section right now. I just posted the link, and yeah, I mean, if you're joining, please join using the link I have shared. Okay, amazing. I share the link of my Telegram as well as the Xness sign up link. Let's go. Of course, the momentum is a bit slower right now for the known reasons, because it's already 20 minutes past 8. It's already late. If we see here in terms of the sessions, so yeah, you could see that right now we are in New York session. We started here right at 5:30 p.m. London session is already over. I came into the market after London session only. So right now when a New York session is going on, and New York session will end at 11:45 UAE time. So we still have some time left. Let's continue holding the trade for a while and see where does it go. So still at 4063. Let's shift to a smaller time frame than this and see what's going on. Okay. Interesting. So we could see that after this continuous, how many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 candles of bearish candle. Then we saw one green candle, and then again we could see that the market is forming a bearish candle once again. So if this candle continues, so pretty simple from here. So this current candle, if it come down a little bit, whatever it is, in a bearish way, I'll hold the trade. If it becomes green again, then I will close the trade. Okay, so let's wait for this 5 minutes candle to close. Now let's take it candle by candle, right? We are in profit, we don't need to worry. Just that we need to be sure that we are not booking any loss. We can try, I mean, of course we can't control, but we can always try to minimize the losses, right? So today I already made 700 pips earlier during the CPI, so I'm not very greedy now because already 700 pips in my pocket for the day. So my expectation now is to get another 3 to 400 pips. If I get well and good, then I could close the day with 1000 pips, which would be amazing. If it doesn't happen also, still I'm happy, because in this trade I'm putting 20 pips, not 20, even 170. So let's say $17 or 170 pips risk, but because I already have 700 pips or $70 in pocket for the day, right? Okay. Yeah, the candle looks pretty good. Yes, come on. Come on, you can do it. Yes, 4059. It's a very, very good momentum. Let's ride the momentum. Amazing. 4059. Excellent. One more minute to go in this candle. So if you see, the closing is pretty good, honestly. The closing is good. If the closing happens somewhere here, this is almost breaching the law of this candle, so it's a good one. I'll continue holding the trade. I mentioned a while back, right? So based on this candle situation, I'll make a decision. So if the candle close here anywhere below this green candle, then it's a very good candle for us. Only few more seconds to go, and I'm positive that the candle should be in my favor. Let's see. In case okay, I have a plan to shift my SL to this zone. Okay, so if I shift my SL to this zone, let's put it in red because we're talking about stop loss. Okay, so yeah, so this candle is red, so I'll not shift my SL yet, but if any moment, if I see that this small zone is broken, right, if the small zone is broken, this area is broken, and then any 5 minutes candle, if it close above this area, then I'll shift my SL to this area, which is 80 pips profit anyhow. But until and unless market comes back to this area, I will continue holding my current SL and TP, because we need to give market some breathing space, right? So yeah, I'll continue holding, but for now it looks very promising. As you can see that the after the closing of the previous candle, which left a wick towards the lower side, and then the next candle is also forming as a bearish candle. So with this candle we'll be closing 15 minutes plus 30 minutes candle. So we'll go back once this candle is closed, then we'll go back and check the situation with the 15 minutes chart as well as the 30 minutes chart. But for now, let's hold and see. So any moment, if this candle or the next one, whichever candle will break this area of 4063, I'll definitely shift my SL to 4065. It might look very tight, but the idea is that if this zone, this area is broken, so I will call it super immediate resistance. So if this super immediate is just a new term I coined right now. So if this super immediate resistance is broken, then I would expect market to go back to this zone of 4075 and this area. And I'll not wait for that. I'll book this 80-90 pips, whatever I'm getting. But for now, I'll keep holding with the current levels. Come on, bro, do something good. Let's see the situation of US tech. Similar story. This is one of my favorite instrument. I always talk about it, but I don't trade that much. But yeah, I love this instrument, honestly. And I was mentioning yesterday, if you have seen my stream, that I do have this two falling line. So this is my falling trend line from top, and this is the rising trend line from bottom. So I will take a trade after either side of this is broken. So if the market goes here 29,700 and then I see an upward move, then I will take a long trade. And on the contrary, if I see that market going below 29,000 and then doing a downward move, then I'll take a sell trade. So this is my 1 hour US tech chart. No rocket science, no indicator, nothing. These are just my own working, or I would say own analysis, candlestick analysis. So pretty simple. I don't do much complicated stuff here. So I'm waiting for the market to give me an indication of either way. Let's see. And also there is a possible trade that if say that in a position, let's say from here we see market went here, and then instead of going up, from here, if we see rejection coming this way, then definitely I'll take a sell trade up until here. Okay, and similar story would repeat on the downside as well. So if you see from here market came, instead of going down, let's say we see a situation whereas the market come to this area and then takes a rejection and then goes up here, then again I'll take also a long trade up until here. So 4 scenarios I'm holding in US tech or Nasdaq, as we all know. So long trade here, this is a long trade. Let's put it green. If it is on the green side, then I'll take a buy trade. How do you fill it up? Color green. Okay. And a red trade means a sell trade in case we see a breakout in this area. Halas. And then, as I said, if I see rejection from this line coming down, I'll take a short trade. But these are very small trades. It will be very small trades. But these green and red that I marked right now, these are going to be big trades, positional trades. I'll take big positional trades here on US tech. People who close to me, with whom I talked about US tech, they know that on US tech, whenever I trade for long. Last time I think we took a trade somewhere here at 24,000, and then we took a big ride of $2,000. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to our chart again and see what's going on there. Let's go back to our 5 minutes chart and see what happened here. So yes, very encouraging. So if you see this candle, the previous one also, which was closing at 8:30 p.m., this candle was also red. So I'm expecting a further momentum towards the down, this way. So I'm expecting a momentum right now here in this direction. because if you see, this candle was red and this is also red, so next one must be this one, or the next one should again continue going down. So I'll keep holding the trade, again repeating my strategy. If I see this level is broken, this is yeah, 4063. If I see that any candle closing above 4063, I'll definitely shift my SL to 4065 to make sure that I'm securing at least 80 pips. Okay, so simple strategy. Now let's check the same on a 15 minutes chart and see how does the 15 minutes chart look like. So 15 minutes charts also great. So I entered here at 4074. The next candle was red and the next one is also red, which is we just closed right now at 8:30. So I'll keep holding my sell position because I could see that the momentum is continuing, right? Nothing to panic, nothing to worry. Again, if this candle is this level that I marked earlier, this is the high of this previous candle. So if this candle is broken, then I'll put my SL on top of the candle before that. It's pretty simple. See, I was doing all this on a 5 minutes chart, but when I shift back to 15 minutes, these are the scenarios. And finally, I check the 30 minutes chart. Amazing. On 30 minutes also same story is happening. We could see that I entered here and that the next candle was red, and now we are seeing a green candle forming, but again it's the first 2-3 minutes of this current candle, so we don't need to panic here. Amazing. For scalping, at times people use 1 minute, but I don't use 1 minute much because I don't do scalping, that much scalping. Excuse me. Let's go back to 5 minutes. Great. Okay, come on. Yes, so currently we're sitting at 4059, which is around again still $15 or 150 pips versus our entry. So let's continue holding. So as you can see that I'm not talking much about the technical indicators and stuff. I know people use indicators and they're successful with them. What I'm talking about mostly is the price action, the candlestick pattern, and pretty simple. This candle, I mean, half of this candle has to be penetrated at any given condition. Always remember what I have observed based on my experience of trading so far is that during this kind of if a candle like this you see, market always try to recover 50% of that candle. So if you see, this candle is exactly $70, right? So half of the $70 is 35. So this is from the bottom of this candle up to the top, not the body, the high. So if I check to 35 of this candle, which is here, so this part is already broken, right? This is the one, yeah, 35, which was 4065, and that's where I'm planning to shift my SL. Okay, So 50% corrections you can always expect. Correction means 50% pullback in your candle you always expect. Okay, great. So where we are right now, we are at a profit of from 4074. Right now we are sitting at 4060, which is $14 profit or 140 pips. To repeat again, if the high of these candles are broken, which is at 4063, I'll shift my SL to 4066, which would give me 80 pips of profit, right? So that's what my strategy is, and I'm sticking to it for now. Let's continue holding for a while and see where it goes. Now the last 5 minutes candle, which is this one, is also a promising candle for I mean, it's not a big candle, but if you know this candle, it's an inverse hammer candle, right? So if you can see, after a sell momentum, normally when such candles are formed, it is said that normally in a normal scenario, whenever inverse candle is formed, then you expect a reversal in the market like this. But I won't expect a similar behavior from this candle today, because what I see here is that these candles are bearish candle, and then in this candle market tried to break the previous candles but could not and closed real low. Therefore I'm expecting the selling momentum to continue, at least in the short run, somewhere here. So I'll keep holding my position. Trading is trading needs a lot of patience. You can't be impatient and you can be successful in trading. So you see, I mean, this the law of these candles, if you see, okay, let me zoom in to show you. So if you see the law of these candles in a straight line, if I show you, so this is the law of the previous candle, right? And next one is here. So let me bring down. So if you see, this was the low, this candle of 805, this was the low. In this candle 820, if you see, this low is somehow broken, and currently in this candle we could see that even this low is lower than this one. So these are generally lower lows, we call them lower lows. The new low is lower than the previous low, is known as lower low. So when the lower lows are forming, you expect the momentum to continue until you see some reversal, right? So I have seen, these are very minute, but not very significant, but yeah, looks very promising to me. Until and unless the momentum shift on the opposite side, I'll continue holding. And my level is 4063, which is my immediate resistance, super immediate resistance, the new term that I said. So I'll wait for this super immediate resistance, and if the market cross this super immediate resistance, then I'll shift my SL. Otherwise I'll keep holding the position. Now, so what happened now, after this inverse hammer candle, the next candle is bit dojish, but it is a green candle. So let's go back and see the 15 minutes candle. How does that look? Okay, so on 15 minutes chart we could still see the candle is nothing significant on the bullish side, so I'll keep holding. Okay, If you are joining just now, what's happening here? So I entered in a sell trade at 4074 with a TP of 4038 as TP1, TP2 as 4006, and SL is 4091. Now the TP is around the overall TP is around $70 and SL is $20, and TP1 is around $40 and SL is $20, of course. So it's a 2:1 trade on TP1, and on TP2 of course it's much bigger than that, somewhere 3.5:1, so that's all right. And I'm analyzing candle by candle and waiting for the market to respond. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting to see if this super immediate resistance of 4063, if this level is breached, then I'll shift my SL to 4066, which will secure at least 80 pips profit for me. But until unless this level is breached or touched, I'll keep holding my position. Although I'm currently sitting at $15 or 150 pips profit, but I'm not booking the profit yet. I'm expecting to, I'm continuing with my I'm continuing to hold my position. It was a long tiring day, man. I'm yawning. 2 minutes to go, and in this 2 minutes I will complete my 1 hour in this trade. No, I think, yeah, 1 2 3. Yes, I'll complete 1 hour in this trade. But this inverse hammer actually made my life a bit difficult. So the market is going upwards again. No double mind, no confusion. 4063 is breached. As soon as 4063 is breached, can trade will be closed. Not trade will be closed, or the SL will be shifted to 4066. Okay, 30 seconds to go to close the 15 minutes candle. 16 seconds to go, and then this 15 minutes candle will be closed. Nice. Now after what, 1 2 3 4 5, after 1.5 hour almost, we see a green candle forming, and the next one is also green. Amazing. So what we are going to do is, now we are going to shift our SL to this, which is 4066. So I would say that new SL is 4066. Pretty simple. Okay, in case the momentum continues upwards, then I have nothing to lose. So where is my phone? Let me change the TP. Done. So the new SL is shifted to 4066, and that is 80 pips or $8 profit. So I'll do the stream up until 9 p.m. and then now no more changes in SL. I'll continue my trade with this SL because this is giving me some sort of profit, at least, right? At least 80 pips. However little it might be, but again, at end of the day, profit is profit. And I'll continue my stream until 9 p.m. and then I'll close the stream. Of course, I need to take shower, eat dinner, and then plan to sleep, right? But with this move, with this shift of SL, now I ensure that I don't have loss in this trade, right? Wow, the candle, this 5 minutes candle is good. If it breaks this low again, then my conviction in this trade will get stronger and stronger. Okay, 4058, 4058 meaning 160 pips profit, $16. And yeah, the candle is about to close in next 20 seconds. So whatever gain happened in this last three green candles, this one candle is kind of engulfing all the gains. I wish the candle closed somewhere here at 58.2 in this low, but looks like the market is pulling back a little bit. I would understand that. Candle is closed now, but for me it's a good candle because this one engulfed not the three but the previous two candles, engulfed the previous two candles. Again, with this new SL of 4066, I'm pretty much in profit. Absolutely. Let's keep it going. Great. Okay, now market is getting a bit tired here in this range, right? For last what 30 minutes market is range bound. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 35 minutes market is in this range. We need a clear breakout from here. If this low is also broken in this candle, then amazing. Slowly we'll see some profits coming up. Unfortunately, Xness, I think I mean, Xness do not have trading view account. Otherwise, I could have connected my trades right here on Xness through Xness. Okay, so what we see here is that this candle engulfed the previous two, and now this next one seems like going to engulf the previous red candle itself. Then definitely it's a bullish momentum. So shifting our SL to 4066 could be a wise decision for us, in case this candle, the current candle, engulfed the previous red candle. Yeah, this candle is pretty strong. I know people might be thinking, with this small $2, $3, $4 move, why am I talking a lot? It's just that, whichever candle, I mean, market situation you are into right now, I'm in a very slow market because it's already 8:50 p.m. in UAE time. The London session has already closed, and we are deep in the US session, so a lot of tradings are not happening at this moment. But this is what it is. This is what we have in front of me, and I'll be analyzing what I see right now. And right now it says that if this candle engulf this red candle, current candle, then a definite upward momentum is coming. But this will not impact us that badly, or any bad at all, because we entered at 4074 and our SL is at 4066, right? So we secured our $80 profit already. 80 cents 80 pips profit, sorry. About a minute more to go in this candle. Exactly a minute to go, and let's see how this candle closes. And as mentioned earlier, I'll finish my stream at 9 p.m., which would be another 5 minutes after this current candle. And then, yeah, after that, of course, my SL, my TP, everything is defined, and I won't be worried much, because that, anyhow, even if the SL is hit, the SL is already trailed in the profit zone, so pretty much in my favor already. Okay. Okay, cool. So what happened here? Yes, this candle is it didn't get engulf the previous candle. However, the selling momentum did not continue. So as I mentioned here, I feel like there is a possibility of market moving towards the upside and hitting the SL, which is absolutely fine. But let's see what happens in the current candle, because the current candle already started at 60 and moving $2 up already. So let's see where does it go. Interesting would be to see this 1 minute chart. 1 minute charts are sometimes interesting, to see the movement of market in a very short time frame. And in 15 minutes after the previous candle, which was green and closed at half of the candle prior to that. Now I could see that in the current candle is forming as a green candle. So it is going to be green the way it looks right now. Another 3 minutes to go in this candle, and along with this the hourly candle will close as well. So before we move to hourly candle, let's look at the 30 minutes candle, how the 30 minutes candle is looking. Yeah, again 30 minutes is also green. How does the 1 hour candle look like? 1 hour candle is still red, of course. Okay, and 15 minutes is giving us a green signal, right, showing us a bullish momentum. Trading is rocket science if you don't do the basics correctly. So these are the basics. What I'm talking is the very basics of trading. Okay, candlestick pattern or price action. I'm analyzing the price actions. That's it. Nothing fancy. Yeah. So let's go back to the 5 minutes again. Come on. Show us what you got. 2 more minutes to go after this. What we see, this current candle, yeah, showed an upward momentum, but again came down at the opening level, and again shifting a little bit towards the upside. But we'll wait and see how does the candle close. And my SL is already shifted. I'm not going to move my SL anymore, because this much of breathing space, this $5-6 breathing space, I want to give to the market. And yeah, I will shut down my system and everything after this, and I'll keep the trade going on. Anyhow, 80 pips profit are already secured since I trailed my SL into profit, right? And whichever way market may go, but for now the candle is closing green. 5 minutes candle is closing green. Yeah, if 5 is green, so 15 is green as well. Yes, let's keep the 5 minutes chart. 1 more minute to go. Let's check DXY. Okay, so if we come to DXY, what do we see? The current candle 5 minutes is red, so it's inversely corrected, right? So yeah, if this is red, DXY is closing red, then definitely Xauusd will close green. 30 seconds to go, and that's when the market will close. Okay, this was the trade that I shared, or I did today in my Telegram community right before the CPI. So just to show you, so what happened at 4:29, 1 minutes before the CPI started, I just said buying now, of course, and then I captured this $70 move at 4029. I entered in the buy trade and left the trade at 4097 when the buying momentum was kind of exhausted. So I booked some $70 move, which is 700 pips. Great. So now the candle is closed, and it was a green candle as expected, the 5 minutes one. So the 15 minutes candle would also look like a green candle. Yes, it is a green candle. So back to back two green candles. So we can expect some pullback. So moving the SL to 4066 is definitely a wise decision, right? And yeah, this is giving me a 80 pips or $8 profit, and I'll keep my SL in this zone, and yeah, TP would remain at 4038 for the first leg, and for the second leg would be 4006. Okay, so that's pretty much about it for today. Again, I'll try to come online tomorrow and share my trade if possible. So if you're watching me, thank you so much. If you're watching me in the future, yeah, You can listen to the video. Of course, it's a history now if you're watching in the future, but then again, I try to share my knowledge or my information that I gathered over last 4 or 5 years of trading. You see, as I mentioned, this super immediate resistance, the moment this resistance is touched or breached, the market will quickly move towards this area, and it might come to this 4070 area or so on. As you can see, that market is moving very quick towards that, but again, it doesn't bother me much because my SL is shifted to 4066. Okay, great. So with this, I'll end the stream for the day, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not, and if you find it informative, you can share with your friends, with your I don't know, with your community, and yeah, connect with me through my Telegram, and the link is in the comments section. And also, if you are new to trading, or if you are looking for a good broker, I would say the best broker in the market is Xauusd. Link is in the comment again. You can click and sign up. Okay, thank you, see you, and yeah, have a great trading journey ahead. Thank you.